Hello students, this is Sir Shankar, and today again we will continue the same chapter 2. We have already started in the last class, and a gift of chappals. So I hope you have read that I told you to read this lesson. Then while explaining the lesson, it will be very easy to understand. So we have stopped. We we stopped in Mahendran, right? So today we will continue from there. So, so they are now trying to find out some other way to feed Mahendran, to give food to Mahendran, no? To uh, get that Mahendran means what? The name of the uh, kitten, the name of that cat. Now, this little kitty's name is Mahendran. Mridu was impressed. She was impressed by hearing that uh, name, Mahendran. It was a it was a real name, not just cute kitty cat name. The Mahendran was a real name. Just it was not just like any other cat's name. No, it is a real name of some other person. So actually, his full name is Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai. His real name was Mahendra Verma Pallava Punai. In short, they say Mahendran. So MP Punai for short. You can say MP Punai for short if you like. If if you like, you can say what? MP Punai. MP Punai for short. So he is a fine breed. He is a fine breed uh, of cat. He was a very fine breed of cat. Breed of cat means we can say in Hindi like अच्छा प्रजाति का है no. That is called a fine breed of cat. Just look at his fur. Fur means what? That cat's hair. Cat's cat's hair called fur. So just look at that fur, like a lion's mane. How it look like a lion man means that the hair of the lion. It look like this lion's mane. And you know what the emblem of the ancient Pallava king was? So what was the emblem of the ancient? So he was asking, so do you know? And he looked impotently at Mridu. So he was looking at Mridu very you know, impotently, expectantly. So Ravi, he was looking at her expectantly. He was expected the answer from uh, Mridu. So Mridu giggle means just laughing, no? So she laughed and think I am joking. Well, just wait, I will show you sometime. It is clear you don't know a thing about history. Haven't been to Mahabalipuram, have you? He said mysteriously. So he was saying that to Mridu that I am not joking, no. So she was thinking that he is just joking, and uh, Ravi, uh, he was just saying about that she doesn't know anything about history, and she has not. He was asking also um, why she has not read about this in history, and she doesn't know much about history. He was saying to her, and he also asked that whether she has been to Mahabalipuram or not. So Well, when our class went to Mahabalipuram, he went to Mahabalipuram when his class uh, visit there. So he saw a statue of his tatas, etc. Tatas means grandfather, etc. Fact is, Mahendran here is descendant from that very same ancient cat. So Mahendran, he is descendant. His descendant means his forefathers. No, he is came from, we can say, he exists from that very ancient cat, from the forefathers. No, like that. He was a descendant. He is he belongs to the same uh, descendants that uh, we can say from the that ancient cat, from the same ancient. So a close relative, scientifically speaking, of none other than the lion. So scientifically he was speaking what, that he was from the same cat, from this, he belonged from the lion's family. He was saying that he belonged from the lion family. So he was talking about scientifically speaking, that of none other than the lion's family. The Pallava lion, emblem of the Pallava dynasty. So that emblem of the Pallava dynasty is lion, right? So he was saying this about the emblem to her also. And he was saying in such a way, and that Mridu, that she could believe him, she could believe him, and she has that tricks also to make a false story. Okay, and this all about he was saying to her. And Ravi, he was went on, he was talking and talking, and around the bitterberry bush, just where that uh, cat they kept, in that place, waving a twig up and down, a twig, little small plants in his hand. So he was doing up and down and just talking about that cat, this and that. uh, his eyes sparkling. So sparkling means some, his eyes shining, said as if he is talking uh, the thing exactly. Okay, he tried to make Mridu believed him. This cat is a descendant of the none other than the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. So descendant from where? Mahabalipuram Rishi cat. And if I may just remind you, they worship cats in ancient Egypt. So what Egypt's people they worship cat. They worship cat in ancient time. So this and that he was saying, and how he loved the sound of his own voice. Mina and Mridu exchanged looks. So they were exchanging their looks uh, by looking the Ravi, how confidently, how uh, he changed his voice, how he changed his expression while talking about that Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, So that cat that they were keeping there is a descendant from that uh, Mahabalipuram cat. So now Meena and Mridu, they were exchanging their looks. So just giving looks. What they are saying, no? What he is saying. We sometimes friends also we exchange our looks, no, without saying anything. When we feels that it's just a funny, or we feel that who is speaking, who is saying something to us, it's a false thing. Just make us full, no, then we exchange our looks or laugh, like that. So here Mina and Mridu also exchanging their looks. So what does that have to do with anything? Mridu demanded. So what we will do if he belong from there? There we can't do anything, and we will not get anything also, no. What we will do? What that have to do, no? Then I am telling you, this cat is descendant from the Egyptian cat god. No, goddess. Bastard. Yeah, that's it. So he was saying that he is from the Egyptian cat god, and again, not cat god. He is a goddess, and he angry with them when she said, "What will happen?" No, then he is descended from there also. What he would give us? What will happen then? So it means that they were not showing much important what Ravi was saying to them, and that's why Ravi was a little bit angry with them. So, well, one of the descendant of that cat goddess was a stowaway. A stowaway means someone who hides himself. He stowaway in one of the Pallava ships. So, and his descendant was the Mahabalipuram Rishi cat, whose descendant is Ravi, whose descendant is that Rishi, that cat. Ravi flourishes his twig at Mahendran. This descendant is like that. So what twig he is, that small stick he is holding in his hand. So with that stick, he was saying that he is the descendant. That cat is the cat. This cat belong from that family. MP Punai here, Wook Ik is that MP Punai means that cat. Uh, Whoop Ik, and he shrieked, very pleased with himself. So he little bit pleased with himself, and Mahendra looked up, alarmed. He someone just give him or make him alert, by something, and he had just been sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shell. And but worse than Ravi's awful whoop eek was a screech. So Mahendran, that cat, became little bit alert when Ravi he just touch that with the help of that twigs on his head, and he become alert, and he was sharpening his claws on the edge of the coconut shell, just sharpening this and that, that with that claws on the coconut shell. Then, but worse than Ravi's awful whoop, but worse than Ravi's what he did, worse than Ustibi Bura was a screech. One more sound it came from the window, and what a weird sound! What a weird sound! Weird means something different, very bad sound, no, not a good sound. It came from the window. Mridu was startled, and startled means just alarming. What happened suddenly? MP Pune was frightened out of his wits. MP Pune also, he frightened out, Dharna like that. Then here standing on end, he bounced up when he hear MP Pune, that cat. When he heard the sound of that cat, he bounced up and scurried towards a bamboo tray of red chilies. He jumped from there when he heard that voice, something from the window, and whatever the dry uh, the chilies were kept to dry, it all skirted here and there. Then, trying to hide beneath it, he tipped a few chilies over himself, and he was trying to hide. from something, he was trying to hide, uh, and he put some of the few chilies over himself. Then he said meow. He hauled miserably. He was saying meow meow like that. Now the screeching went on and on. That sound, what sound was coming? It just going on and on. What's that noise? Mridu said. Mridu was saying that what is that noise? That's Lali learning to play the violin. Granted, Ravi. Ravi said that this is Lali. She is learning violin from the teacher. She will never learn a thing. The music master just goes on playing like a train, whistling on and on, while Lali is all the time derailing, going completely off track. What Ravi said that she will not learn anything. You see the music master how he is playing. He is on the train, how the train it goes on, no, with a sweet music in one tone. It goes on and goes on so nicely, so properly. But Lali all the time derailing off the track. Derailing means off the track. She is not in the track. She is just off the track. And up to here we have completed. So it is how she has been learning the violin. And in the second part we will see, uh, I want to continue this, but again it will become very long video. So today I stopped here, and some of the questions from here uh, I will give it to you. Okay, you do as a homework. So today I stopped here, uh, where so first part we have completed. It means okay, we have completed the first part. So yes, this up to here we have completed. The second part we will see. Okay, but the video of this lesson, I think, including today, we have made 3 videos. So I stopped here. You keep reading the lesson, and in the next class we will continue. Okay, so attach. I will in the video. In this video, I will attach a homework to you. Okay, you do it at home. So stay home. Stay safe. Take care. Uh, thank you very much.